so, starting Joey's campaign from the top. As you can tell by this little chart here, which I don't know what the best position to put this is, but we screwed up quite a lot in our battle against Slifer the Sky Dragon, and we screwed up a good bit before that point as well. We lost access to a good chunk of our best monsters. It's worth noting that they do have a completely new team for everybody here, and that's going to be a godsend in this campaign if I end up doing even worse the next time around, when I try this challenge again. Now, unfortunately, Joey as a marshal starts at level 1, so whatever buffs he had in Yugi's campaign don't apply here. But we do still have access to pretty much all of our strong monsters. I feel as though, for the purposes of this, I don't really care about Cyber Soldier, honestly. Rocket Warrior we can keep. I'm trying to think of who I should even put on his team. Strongest monsters we have that are not gone. Honestly, I know the Magician's still pretty powerful, but I don't want to keep abusing him. Or maybe I should. I think I'll give him the Gentleman, if anything, just because he finally got his special ability now after the battle against Slifer. Ice Storm is an incredibly powerful move. Now, let me think. Rocket Warrior's a machine, so he can't equip the legendary swords, which is weird. I forget if he was a warrior or machine in the card game. So give him a blue medicine. What else can I bring, if anything? I think Dragon Capture Jar might help. In fact, let's get 2 of those. I have an idea. So I'm gonna use Dragon Zombie, Curry Box, since they were the linchpins in our last challenge. And then who's a dark monster that I haven't lost? I guess Dark King of the Abyss was never used. I can probably try getting some use out of him. It's risky, though. Did I lose the Summon Skull? Let me think. No, I didn't lose the Summon Skull. He was on Mokuba's team for a while. Yeah, we'll use him then. That's probably our smartest call. The reason I'm putting Dragon Zombie in point is just for the roaming monsters that appear here. Now, I'm not even sure how to pronounce his name. Malayaruka? I don't know. He is Navy, like Mako was. There's a bit of an exploit we can do here that I want to show off. If I remember where the heck the dang monster is. Okay, this little thing right here that you wouldn't think has any real strength, if he's equipped to a marshal with the Navy ability, he's actually one of the fastest monsters in the game. Downside is we have to actually try and survive with a bunch of other water attribute monsters, or sea attribute, I guess. And pretty much all the sea monsters we have are so low in strength it doesn't matter. So I'm not actually going to use that. And instead, I think I'm going to stick with the Harpy Lady strategy. I pretty much ignored that for all of Kaiba's campaign, so now's as good a time as any to bring it back out. Just gotta find the blue one. There we are. Yeah, this is going to be pretty dicey. We do have another Beast Fangs. Yeah, I think I'll use it. Okay, now Joey's campaign is actually kind of difficult with how strong the monsters are, because they start in like the level 60s, which means they do have access to their best moves already. We don't have a constructor. Shoot. I didn't think of that. Yeah, we don't even get a constructor in these first missions. Okay. I have to really seriously think through the plan of attack now. They're road adept, so we don't want to fight them on the road, we want to fight them on the field. Let's see. Yeah, stat increase just occurred. Hope beyond hope that I can get through this without doing anything stupid. I think I can. Send him far to the right so that when this fight ends, he'll be pushed off to the side. He won't get in 2 fights in rapid succession. What is the worst thing I gotta deal with here? You've got 6 attacks. But your stat line's pretty weak. I'm taking out the robots then, heck with it. Now let's see what his special ability is. Inflicts damage on all enemies and reduces their attack. Probably one of the best special abilities in the game. Now, of course, it misses. It's not quite as damaging as, say, blindness on all of them, but it works pretty well. Rocket Boost. This is his coup de grace move. Only works on one enemy, but it's definitely worth it. Though, as you can tell, Rocket Warrior's stats aren't quite as good as we'd like them to be. I guess some good news, these guys aren't really hitting as hard as I thought they would. What the heck? You got 2 attacks in a row, buddy. Max. Fine, I guess I shouldn't have underestimated him. Let's see if I can finish off the machines this turn. Why are they so much faster than us? Oh, is it because they use the special power so it takes them longer to recharge? Yeah, I guess that does count. Let's just Blue Medicine Axe Raider then. I don't want to lose somebody this first mission. Also, you'll notice the battle music sounds a little different. Joey's campaign actually does have different tunes, which is kind of surprising. Frick, not enough. Oh, we get 2. Okay, my theory's out the window. Yeah, that's some fine work. I have a sneaking suspicion that the gentleman's gonna be our MVP in this story mode. Just call it a hunch. Which is funny, because he's technically lower level than the others. Not by much, though. Alright, out of the way. Ooh, just barely. There is a roaming monster up in the mountains, and I'm trying to think which team would be best to fight it. I guess it depends how much damage these punks even do. But I think I will send the dark team up there, because if I'm correct, then... No, that wouldn't work, actually, because I know at least one of the monsters up there is dark. I'm drawing a blank on the third monster. It's Swordstalker, Serpent Knight Dragon, and something else. I don't remember what the third thing is. I think I'm just going to send Joey's team up there. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta finish you first now. Fine. This should finish him. close. Guarding? Okay. I'll take that then. Alright, I tried to retool the sound there just to make sure everything was good. I probably should have done that earlier, but guess I wasn't really thinking. And that's impressive. Summon Skull did more than 320 damage just by breaking the guard. That kind of shows how overpowered he is when you use the right items. Alright, we're not going to abuse the dark energy right yet. Let's save it for a little bit. We've got more than enough firepower to take these things down. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this sucker barely did any real damage to me. Okay, yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to send Joey's team up to the mountains. First, we're going to have him take that unoccupied town. You guys, I guess, go back to base. I don't know. No, just stay here, actually, because I'm going to fight the main boss as soon as we finish these shenanigans. Since you're not doing anything, go up there. Yeah, the enemies you're fighting aren't really the issue. It's more so the fact that you can't construct anything to heal yourself. Now, I believe... let me think. Yeah, you do special damage, so I want to finish you off first. I believe that since I had so much trouble at the end of Kaiba's campaign, I do want to try and get as many of the roaming recruitable monsters as I can get, just because I don't want to get curb stomped at the very end, you know? And I don't want to rush through combat either, especially because I am going to be gaining at least a decent amount of XP from these random enemies. I won't necessarily level up once per fight, but it won't be too far removed from that, so you want to make sure you can do as much damage as possible. We're going to keep targeting someone still. Oh, you missed. Good. I'm going to heal him this turn just to be on the safe side, but I think we'll be alright. Actually, no, I'm going to finish this fool. Change my mind. Now for this to instantly backfire. Oh, maybe not. Okay. this should finish the pest. Not this attack specifically, but next one. Wow, almost 1,000 damage. Frick. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Alright. Okay, sure. Make my life easier then. I guess you go up there too, then. You know, forget the base. We've got enough in-game money. Heal him. I don't know when the enemies will respawn. They will respawn at some point, of course. It's just a matter of when the in-game timer activates. Now, I'm on the fence if I should have picked a monster with a bigger radius for Joey. Because this spot's a bit specific. I think we'll fundamentally be okay. It's just going to be a bit iffy. Okay, they got Shadow Forest. So it's looking like the particular monster I'm after is right about here, give or take. Gonna just go in, see if we can find it quickly. May have actually went a hair too far to the side. It's more like over here. Yeah, I am looking up a guide for this just because the exact location is a little iffy, not going to lie. I remember we actually used to have the Prima strategy guide for this game growing up, and the locations were just a little bit off-center. Sometimes on the in-game map were incorrect, and for whatever reason they didn't seem to know anything about switching the main monster in your party. Also, there was no strategy for doing Kaiba's campaign first. The guide immediately assumed you were doing Yugi's campaign first, and it based everything off of that. Which, sure, that does make things easier, but why not give people the option? Is this not it? Shoot. Maybe it was this formation, then. The angle of this is a little screwy. Hello, Endymion. Hope your night went well. Wanted to try getting some more progress in, because after this I have to work a good few days in a row, and I'm not going to have time to stream for a little bit, unfortunately. I think I've been reasonably productive lately, though. Made a lot of progress in a few games. Alright, anytime now. Where the heck is it? It's supposed to be along this formation here. This is probably gonna take a while. Just in case, I'm gonna have you return to the main base. I don't want these fools to suddenly get blitzed by monsters they can't beat. There we go, finally. Okay, I guess I made the smart call, because is that a dark or is that a spellcaster? Let's see. Oh shoot, I forgot to heal. Damn it. Okay, let's see how we do. That wasn't too bad. Oh, none of them were dark. Damn. What is this? That's a problem. Okay, hit him with our best move. If we blitz the Sword Stalker, we'll be alright. I don't think this will KO. I'm going to Dragon Capture Jar. I don't trust Serpent Knight Dragon. If Swordstalker does his attack, then that's concerning, but he won't get another move right away. Oh, we have a chance. Okay. Never mind. Maybe that was RNG manipulation. Wait, you've only got one move left. Okay, let's see. Oh, frick. I'm a little afraid here, not gonna lie. Hit him. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was getting scared there. Oh, man. Yeah, these guys don't even have good attack power in comparison. At this point, I'd say we've got nothing to worry about. Just finish them off. This fool isn't even really going to do any damage, so I think I might just take out Serpent Knight Dragon before it gets another move. The only downside to using Rocket Warrior's special ability, as far as I can tell, is it looks like that doesn't give the Shock Shell confusion effect, because I didn't see that activate earlier. So I guess keep that in mind if you give Rocket Warrior Shock Shell. Actuator already getting another move is a big blessing, so I will take that gladly. He may not have the highest stat line compared to most monsters in the game, but if he gets a lot of attacks, then that'll make things much easier for us. So Neck Hunter is going to be a minor problem, just because he would get the Dark Power boost too. I'm not especially worried, because all we gotta do is try blitzing this thing right away. They actually hit a little hard. That's a problem. And with 2 blue medicines, I'm curious if I should War of Attrition this. I'm gonna think about it. Try to do damage to multiples and see if that would affect who she heals, but that's kind of risky just because... Actually, that's going to help things. They still do a decent amount of damage, but at bare minimum, I can sort of bait this out now. In fact, maybe I can just blitz her this turn. She already used that. The problem is the Summon Skull runs the risk of losing now. I think if I just hit her with... If Bakuri Box finishes her, I can heal the Summon Skull. Let's see. Okay, the poison should finish her off from there. I think. I hope. Yes, perfect. Alright, good. I'm actually not going to use the Dark Energy now because, heck with it, I don't want Neck Hunter to get stronger. This will probably go into a second fight, but Winged Dragon is no real threat. Wow, you actually endured that all the way. I didn't think your defense would be that high. Yeah, our stat line's a little problematic, but nothing terrible. This is our last blue medicine, though, so I have to be kind of careful. Yeah, I think I got him here. If any one of these attacks connect, the poison will still be easy. So this was a relatively easy first chapter, which is good because it's a nice way of easing you into Joey's campaign. Wow, the poison went away instantly. It does unfortunately start getting a lot harder in a short amount of time. Watch this not KO. I actually... You know what? Shoot. I was wondering if maybe I should have just let the Harpy Ladies take the finishing blow so they'd get EXP. It's not really worth it, though. I'll figure out a plan with them. Says we got a lot of supplies, but I don't see any items, buddy. I think you were bluffing me.